I am giving myself an hour to find a decent SV Saipat. I have one that's okay, but I'd also like a decent SV Fomu. And we'll see what we come up with. I'm going to run pretty much from scale, and that's about it. And there's a lot of them. So Saipat is... Oh, nice. Saipat is interesting because he's got water attacks, which needs special attack, and then is version of a fighting type. Let's see. I don't... probably one-shot it. Let's see what it does. Might have to swap out the party, actually. Yeah, that's close. Okay. So that's perfect. Alright. I'm just going to go double Tem card, see what happens. We get it. We got one. Alright, let's check this out. We need decent attack, decent special attack. That's a no-go. Let's see if we get this one. We'd like some perfect stats. We're going to try to do as much as we can. Worst case scenario. Oh, this one's decent. So special attack's okay. Attack, defense. This one's worth hanging on to. We're going to hang on to it. Alright, we gotta kill off this scale. So what level is this thing? It's level 9. I think it'll get one shot by DC beam, so we're gonna go Blast Blade. I stocked up on the temp cards I could afford, but I still haven't beaten the first dojo yet, so... Alright, we'll get rid of him, and we will temp card the Saipat. Or not. Okay, we will go... double temp card here. Alright, let's check this one out. Okay, speed, attack, everything else is pretty much garbage, so release. Actually, I gotta heal some stuff up. Let's go. Where's my Balm Plus? And Crystal can hang on a little bit longer. Come on. Come on. And I'm in Windward Fort. For those of you who are curious or just kind of wondering, I believe this is the first area where you can encounter both Fomu as well as Saipat, but I've been wrong before. It's the first time I came across them. And this is where you go to rescue Sophia once you get to Arisola. Right. Run, run. Have not seen a Fomu yet. At least we got a Saipat. Alright. So the Saipat I have is decent, but it's just not where I'd like it to be. So we're going to do a DC beam, and we're going to try to get rid of the scale right away. Alright. Let's get the Saipat. Let's get rid of the scale. Okay, stamina and special defense. We are releasing this one. Not good enough. So really on a Saipat, so the one I have now, instead, I won't waste time by bringing it up on the screen, but I'll talk through it. The Saipat I have has really bad HP and stamina for a stat. They are 15 and 17. Everything else is decent. The speed is right in the middle of the road, 28. Okay, DC beam here, and glass blade. So the speed's 28. Really like the attack and the special attack. So the attack's 48, special attack's 46. Can't believe I killed the Saipat. Double Fomu here. But the speed's only 20. Or actually, the special defense is 20, and the defense is 32. So we want to get those up. And then Fomu's a special attacker, so this is probably one of the worst special attacks you can get. Well, very close to. I guess a 1 is the worst. Surprised that Saipat fainted. I don't think I leveled up recently. But we're going to have to play it safe. So, Crystal Dust probably will be too much for it. Oh boy. That was an accident. Wasn't paying enough attention. Alright, we'll get a poison on it now. And I'll use Genki to knock out the scale. Yeah. And we'll get poison on Saipat. Yeah, I have no idea how Saipat is endgame, but I'm definitely intrigued by what it could be. But you almost need one that's strong across the board for it to, I think, be effective. Speaking of strong across the board, let's see what we got. Oh, attack is way down. And we definitely need attack to be up for those melee moves. Special attack is... Oh, man. It's so close to exactly what we need. That is so close. Too bad that attack sucked. Alright, let's go revive in case I need ya. But let's move these guys around. We're gonna go lowly in the number 2 spot for the poison, so I don't accidentally kill things again. God, everyone's got their Genki out. So if you're watching this and you're just kind of considering playing Temtem, you have no idea what SVs are. SVs are like in Pokemon IVs. The max is 50, so a perfect one will have 50 right across the board for every single stat. The TVs that you see as I catch them and pop up, those are the stats you accumulate by defeating the untamed Temtem in the wild. Okay. It should be able to take a DC beam. It was taking it before. I'm going to risk it. Just gotta see. Yeah. The 12 should be able to take it. Perfect. Sound cutting out a little bit on the game. That was weird. Alright, let's see what we got. So really the bottom 4 stats are the most important, just from a defensive perspective too. This one's no good. Only 1 Fomu so far. I was getting them at a faster clip before. And generally a Saipat Fomu combo. Getting a lot of this combo though. These scales are just annoying to see. Okay, it's level 11. It can't take a DC beam. So we'll DC beam the scale. And I'll try to catch it and poison it just in case I miss on the catch. So actually, I want to knock out the scale. Let's knock out the scale. Poison it. We should be able to catch it on the next go-round. Man, these Saipat go through their stamina very, very quickly. Gotta catch it here. I better not whiff, because if I do, it's probably going to knock itself out. Okay, attack is great. Special attack is no good. Oh, potential. It's too bad. Too bad, keep going. Go away, scale. This should be, I mean, scale is on every freaking floor of this place. They really should have given us a little bit of a break here. Yuck. Don't get me wrong, nothing against scale, but I've already got a decent one. So if I look at, since we're getting Saipats, that's what I'll look at. So if I look at kind of where the stats go, and I'm using Gamepedia. All right, neither one can take a DC beam. I have to go slow. Windblade and a Rushiel. Overall, when you look at the strength of Saipats, so total. It has 444 base stats. Its special attack is one of the higher ones. Its attack is one of the higher ones. Its speed is pretty good. There's obviously faster ones, but getting a slow Saipat, you know, not so great. The stamina is already lower in the game though, so we almost need a higher stamina, or I'm constantly going to be starving for it at higher levels. The special defense is also lower, so it would be great to get a higher base special defense, just because it really can't take special hits later on in the game. So just getting that up as high as possible just to try to endure. Okay, I'm going to have to poison one. I'm going to poison the second one and go for the first one. So I'll go for that one and poison that one. So if we get lucky, we'll find we can either max its best stats, which really are HP being the best at 92 base stats. Let me see. If we can just put this up, that would be great. Alright, let's go for the catch here, and then we'll poison the other one this time. Oh, poison. Nah, it doesn't look like we can. Alright. HP, so we HP up. Attack is awful, though. No go. It's gonna hurt itself. Oh no, and I poisoned it. I gotta catch it on the next turn. Okay, attack, speed. Speed's good, but HP. Yeah, we need this thing to be a tank. We need this thing to be a tank. That's the one. That's the thing that's wrong with the one I caught right now. Its HP is so low, and it's actually its best stat. Again, that HP stat gets us a 92 base stat. So we at least need to maximize on that. Its attack stat is the second highest. That's an 80 base stat. And special attack is a 70 along with speed. So those are really the four that if we're trying to max out on, we can max out on. We can take mediocre for some of the other ones. Okay, Fomu. I don't want to hurt it. I know it's wind type, so this should not be very effective. And I don't think Erushiel will do much to it, but I just want to poison it. Yep, I had to, just in case. So there's a wind, or maybe it's not wind yet. Maybe it's just water. I think it's just water right now. I think it evolves and gets a wind form. Yep. So that's its second evolution. Alright, for this guy, he's a special attacker. So if that's low, which this is, it's a non-starter. So Fomu, if we run into it again, its best stat is special defense, and that one was low on the special defense as well. It's a base stat of 70. That's Fomu. I'll actually go by its evolve form though. Saipat doesn't evolve currently. Okay, level 10. Let's go Windblade, and we will poison it. Alright, so Whiplump is who Fomu evolves into, so we'll go by base stats there. Its total base stat is 481, so a little bit higher base stats than Saipat, but it's dual typing when it evolves into Whiplump, and it's wind and water. Its best stat becomes special attack, followed immediately by stamina and special defense. This one is not what we're looking for Saipat. So we're going to want to make sure that if we actually find a Fomu worthwhile, that we have high special attack, high special defense. Low attack is perfectly fine. We don't need that. And low regular defense. So it's more of a special defender and special attacker than anything else. In terms of... Come on, let's run away. In terms of traits, you can make an argument in terms of use for really any of them. But I don't believe that you want the Saipat that actually is enhanced by poison moves. Because I don't think it learns any poison moves, based on what I'm seeing on Gamepedia. Alright, Fomu, Windblade, Toxic Spores. Hopefully it doesn't attack Genki, otherwise I'm going to have to get an item out. Alright, so Fomu again, we're looking for special attack, special defense, and stamina as the top three. Speed and HP not far behind. High attack. Wow. This is kind of the opposite of what we were looking for. Exactly the opposite of what we were looking for, actually. Almost forgot. We need Balm. Genki. Alright, we got a knockout scale. And then I'm going to poison the Fomu right away. Start getting a little bit of damage on it. Although I'm kind of nervous I'm going to knock it out. See, Windblade's a special attacks. Fomu should be strong against special attacks if they're any good. Perfect. That worked out really well. Feel good about this one. Feel good about it. Oh, and I shouldn't have. Oh, nope. Release. Thought the way it handled that wind attack had a chance of being the one we were looking for. Oh, stupid scale. Go away. So I already mentioned Saipat does not evolve currently. Don't know if they'll do what they did with like Farfetch'd eventually. But it, you know, it's cool looking as it is. Let's see. Let's get rid of scale right away. We'll kind of do what we did last time. But Fomu evolves into Whiplump. When does it do it? How many levels does it take? 20 times leveling. Alright, Windblade. And hopefully we don't knock out the Saipat. So after 20 levels. Should be able to catch it here. Maybe. Cool. All right. Really just very middle of the road. Not good enough. That one we caught earlier might actually be in contention when all is said and done. How much time? So time's almost halfway up too. Alright, Fomu, Windblade, and Toxic Spores, and then catch. Okay. We need the special attack, special defense here. Oh, look at this. Best I've seen so far. Stamina, HP, so we needed... Well, stamina needs to be up a little bit higher. It's second or third. Yeah, it's its second best stat from a baseline. TVs can always help that. I'm trying to rationalize keeping this one. We got Hydrologist, so it increases our special attack with water. Special defense is right in line. Again, that's tied for our second best stat, so Stam and Special D. And then, we're in the upper portion of special attack. So let's look at speed's good. HP's where it needs to be, and then these two really kind of don't matter, but those are just nice to have. So we may have found our FOMO here. All right. We may have found our FOMO. We'll just have to see because the traits change when it evolves. Let's see what they change into. Both attempts to run away have failed. Of course they have. So I got Hydrologist, which is the second one. I believe it correlates on the next page of Gamepedia. Let's get into the next battle. I don't want to waste time. Can look at it while it queues up the battle. Come on. Come on. There we go. Got a Saipat. Okay. So, Hydrologist evolves. So when it evolves into Whiplump, we get... Alright, Windblade, Toxic Spores. It should turn into Patient, which restores 10% of max stamina when using a hold technique. So that's interesting, just because my stam on that FOMO wasn't the best. If that's the one I end up with, that could actually help make up for having lower stam. The other one that you can get is called Plethoric. Okay, let's check out. Nope, this is not going to work. Attack's too low on this Saipat. The other one is Plethoric. Increases speed by 30% if the HP is full. So it's already pretty fast overall. I'm not sure that... I'm actually kind of hoping it's the other ability when it evolves. But it looks like that the traits correlate on this table on Gamepedia, so looks like I would be getting Patient, so it would refill Stam when it's holding something, or on the hold command. Make sure I'm reading that right. Just want to double check. Yeah, restores 10% of max stamina when using a hold technique. It says a hold technique. Is that the hold technique? Is this like standby? Is this hold? I would assume so. Okay, we might have gotten our FOMO. We might have gotten lucky. And at least got one of these two. Hey, perfect. Exactly what we're looking for. Let's see here. How do we want to do this? I think we can try a DC Beam on the Saipat. Let's go Wingblade on the FOMU, and then we'll poison it the second time around. Perfect. I'm excited. I think we might have gotten the FOMU. I think we found a FOMU. One that's usable. I've only gotten, or I've only seen Tem that have, really only one perfect stat. I have not seen one with more than one perfect stat. I've gotten close, but it seems like it's pretty darn rare unless you get a Luma. Alright, let's see. Ugh, if only the attack was higher. Attack and defense, actually. Ugh. But Toxic Affinity, that's not necessarily the one trait that we want. Might as well just catch it. Random chance that it's better than the one I got last time. Amphibian again. Oh no, the other one was hydrologist. Okay. Not good enough. Does not touch the other Fomu. We're only halfway in too. Might have gotten the Fomu. We're not gonna waste time on scales. I gotta do some tamer battles. I'm running way low on coin. Makes it tough to do this. Okay, let's get rid of the scale. Yeah, we'll poison the Saipat again. Alright, so we can... I need to turn my attention to Saipat now. So Saipat, again, stamina is its... Or not stamina, HP is its best base stat. We're gonna have to Windblade the Saipat. So we need one with high stam. One I have right now is complete crap. And then attack is his second highest base stat. So that's what we're looking for. A high stam, high attack, and a high special attack. It's kind of a glass cannon. Both defense and special defense are low stats for Saipat. So HP, speed, and both attacks. If those are green, you might have a winner. And of course, red. Tactic techniques get a type damage boost. Yeah, I don't know if that's useful for a melee water type. Actually, I'm running way low on health. Balm plus. Let's just do a regular balm for slowly, and then we can do a Tem Essence vial, so I don't completely rob myself here in this hour. It'd be great if you could re-challenge other tamers, and maybe you can later down the road, but that would be great just to kind of help refill some of the coin. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, what's that? Whatever that was, it looked cool. Wow. How have I gone this long without a battle? Everyone else is getting one. This is nuts. I don't know if you consider this good or bad RNG. There we go. Try to get them both here. We're gonna go Windblade on the Fomu, just because I don't necessarily need it, and we'll Toxic Spores the Saipat. Windblade, and we'll start throwing Tem cards at Fomu. Amphibian, and not what we need. Yep, I think that other one's definitely the winner. Unless we get like a perfect one or a Luma, which again, very unlikely. Alright, Tem card time. Only got 8 left. Actually, you know what? Since we've already got a pretty strong Fomu, unless I see a Luma, I'm gonna stop throwing them at Fomu. We're just gonna focus on Saipat. And absolutely not focus on scales. Come on. Let's see. Since we have our Fomu, I'm going to go ahead and add a graphic for Gamepedia. Or not. Come on, Gamepedia. Or not. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. Just wanted to put his stats up there and it's not showing up for some reason. I'm getting an error. Alright, we're not going to waste time or temp cards on Fomu right now. Lumas only, which they're pink, so that'd be cool. Man, taking forever to get into battle here. And when we do get one, they're stupid scales. I don't know why whenever I come into that little prison cell, I usually get a spawn. Probably completely just random luck, but... Let's see. Nope. Wow. Come on. No more freaking squirrels. Need a Saipat now. This is ridiculous. There we go. Man. Saipats only. Let's go. Okay, we already got our Fomu, so skipping this one too. Running from Scales and Fomus. Staying for Saipats. I am going crazy long between battles here. What is going on? There we go. Come on. No more Scales. Ugh. I don't know how all of a sudden this is happening. We were very Saipat heavy in the early part of this. Completely switched to Scales and Fomus. This is nuts. Come on. The one time I want to get into a battle, takes forever. There we go. Nice and quick, nice and quick. Of course it's a Scale. Why wouldn't it be? Weird. I don't know why the stream is not letting me post the stats for Saipat to streamline this. I'm going to try again. One more time. Let's see. There we go. Finally. So let me make that a little smaller and we'll adjust here. See if we can fit the stats in. Along the side. Yep, there we go. Alright, let's get out of this fight. So if you look at what we need from a Saipat perspective, with HP being its strongest, we absolutely need HP attack, special attack too because of the water attacks, and then decent enough speed as a priority 4. But I mean, we don't want completely terrible defense or special defense because you don't want it to be a complete glass cannon, but okay. Let's Windblade, let's Poison, let's catch this freaking thing. Not a ton of time left. Start throwing some cards at it. Oop. Okay, attack's good. HP sucks though. That's too bad. But special attack's also bad. So that would have been a no-go. Make it a little smaller. Another scale. Worst part is the scale actually has decent stats when it evolves, I think, into a scrunch. It's like squirrel punch, right? Scrunch. But I'm so sick of freaking seeing them, and they're not very exciting. I've got one on my squad, but eh. There we go. Okay, let's get rid of this scale. Quickly. Hopefully. DC beam. I'm going to poison the Saipat. Okay, we'll knock him out, and then we'll Windblade the Saipat. So knockout scale, Windblade, and then start throwing some Tem cards. See, now this rage skill that he gets makes so much more sense, because he wants to become a glass cannon. Alright, we're just going to have to milk it. It's going to start hurting itself. Let's hope it doesn't knock itself out. Okay. High HP, high attack. Come on. High HP, high speed. Nah, bad attack. Definitely need a high attack. HP and attack for sure. I don't mind a solo spawn when it's exactly the one we're looking for. Windblade, Toxic, Catch. Alright, let's catch this thing. Not much time left. Nope. Low attack. There, just for the sake of showing you guys what I'm talking about. The one I have is almost exactly what I need. The attack is way up, the special attack's way up, HP's way low though, and speed is mediocre. So overall, if we could get all 4 of those, we're in much better shape. Gonna run. Okay, let's get rid of the scale like before. Poison. Should be able to catch it on the next round. Not much time left. Don't kill yourself either. Come on, poison. Ooh, okay. Only 4 cards left. And 3 after this, hopefully. Good. HP and attack. So HP's good. Oh, special attack. Attack. Look at that. Perfect special attack. The defense is just awful, but man, this thing's already a glass cannon. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Let's look at it. With HP up in the 40s, I can be okay with that. Stamina, I mean, it doesn't have high stamina to begin with, so we got to focus on that for TVs. If we keep this one. Speed is mediocre. I wish that speed was a little higher, but attack and special attack. Amphibian trait, attacked with water, gets speed. That turns into, what does that turn into again? Amphibian, actually it doesn't turn into anything because it doesn't evolve, so it is what it is. Actually, this is the one you want because toxic affinity doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Oh, either way, we're keeping this one. Oh, we might, oh, wow. Right at the end, we may have gotten them both. I think the only thing with that one was just speed and stamina were not ideal, but that's pretty damn close to what we were looking for. Oh, man. That makes me super... I did not think we'd be able to find them both in an hour. But they are definitely both serviceable, the ones we have right now. That one's definitely better than the one I have in my squad right now. Yeah, I gotta go take an inventory. I don't think I kept many, so that wouldn't take long. Let's see how much time's left. Got about... So when there's 5 minutes left, I'm pretty excited about that one. I think that's the right one. There's 5 minutes left. I'm gonna head out, and we can go look at what's in the bank here. That's pretty great. That is pretty great. Oh man, that'll do. For the sake of just kind of playing through the game, I like its base stats overall. It's obviously far from perfect, but I mean, in terms of the stats that you need, and Saipat's such a weird one because you need the special attack and the regular attack to be relatively high, with it being a melee and a water type. Normally you could sacrifice on one of those. Maybe we can get one more spawn. Let's see. Otherwise I'll start running out. Alright. Let's do... Are we on time? I want to stick to my hour-long challenge I gave myself here, so let's get this. I gotta get enough time to run back. Freaking scales. I think I can go one more spawn, maybe. Still have enough time to make it back and make a decision. Come on. Saipat, please. No go. Okay. 5 minutes. Okay. Shouldn't take me 5 minutes to run back, so let me run. Get me out of here. Scale. Of course, it's a scale. Cutting it a little close. Want to be able to make it back to see what I have in storage. Maybe one more if I get lucky with a spawn right here. It's not too far of a run. Okay, here we go. This will be the last one then. See if I can improve on that. I doubt it, but... Alright, Windblade, Toxic Spores. Then we'll start throwing Tem cards per usual. Yeah, I think these are both immediate adds to my party. Both the Fomu and the Saipat. I don't have any water yet. I like them both. They both have high base stats. What we have? HP so bad. Oh, it's awful. And it's got the wrong trait. Alright, release that guy. Okay, let's run back. Got 3 minutes or so to run back. I don't have a smoke bomb, so... And I don't want to run into a million scales either. Get me out of here. Awesome. Okay, I think we have our two, or our Fomu and our Saipat. The game is taking forever to load. Jeez. Okay. And we made it with a little over 2 minutes to spare. A little over 2.5 minutes to spare. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to kill off the timer. Since we did that already. Kill off the timer, and then I am going to put up Fomu's evolve form, which is, what are you? Whip Lump. So let's kill the timer. And let's add the Whip Lump. Let's make it a little smaller. Make this one a little bigger. Just big enough so you guys can see the stats. And then my crazy brain decision-making process. So I've got my Saipat here, and I'm going to compare it against these two. And then we caught only one Fomu, so don't really have to make a decision here, but for the sake of looking at base stats for the Saipat and the Whip Lump, actually this is in the way, so let's do this. There we go. Okay. So Fomu evolves into Whip Lump. And as you can see, we need Whip Lump to be high in special attack and special defense for sure. And then stamina needs to be a close second. It's not, unfortunately. That's the one area where we definitely are falling short. But special attack and special defense are pretty damn good. Attack and defense are generally one of its lower stats, so these are good, solid base stats from a defensive perspective, at least. I'm not going to be using as many physical attacks later in the game. Speed on this one is its fourth best stat, so getting a 37 SV for speed is pretty good as well. Again, this is the one glaring issue is the stam, but HP is also very serviceable for a Tem that doesn't really have a very high base HP stat. Its base HP is only 66. So overall, I think we made out pretty well with the Fomu hunt. So that much we've got done. Now, the decision-making process for the freaking Saipats. So this is where this is going to get interesting. So we compare it. We don't want toxic affinity really, so let's actually take a look. Toxic techniques get a type damage boost. I don't see, and I'm checking for sure. But in terms of the move, the moves that it learns, I see a lot of melee. I see... Okay, so Venomous Claws, it actually gets at level 14. Venomous Claws is decent damage, but that's the only poison move it learns. But it can be bred to get Toxic Ink. So obviously I'm not breeding this one, so the only advantage I would have is for Venomous Claws. So, okay, still in the running, because it looks like it's a move that, it looks like it's a move that actually is, it could be worse. So, alright. This is the one I started off with. This HP is so low. So this is the level 12 male, and he's pretty much out of here. So we're going to release him. So now it's really between two different things. Looking at the trait, so amphibian. So when you're attacked with a water type, you get a speed boost or toxic affinity. Toxic affinity is one that I can choose to kind of control. Should I keep Venomous Claws? I can't control when I get attacked with a water move. So that's the only thing. Just kind of comparing and contrasting. Overall, though, when I look at what else is required from a stat priority perspective, HP, I mentioned, is the strongest stat, and it's a complete tie. So it's a male and a female. I'm toggling back and forth. They both have a base, or they both have SVs of 40 for their HP stat. So that's a wash. The next one that we need to look at is regular attack and then special attack. So this one's got a higher regular attack, but this one's definitely got a lower special attack. Special attack, I believe poison's actually a physical attack. So Venomous Claws is a physical attack. So this toxic affinity actually aligns pretty well. But the special attack's low, and I'm still going to be relying pretty heavily on some water moves, like Iced Stalactite is definitely going to be one that we're going to have to look at. However, that's a physical attack. The only specials that I have to worry about are High Pressured Water, and that's a fire and a water move. And then these water blades and this martial strike right now. Everything else later on that you learn is physical in nature. So the physical attack versus a lower special attack is not the worst thing in the world. But this one's got perfect. As far as the third priority, speed would be third priority. And the Toxic Affinity one actually wins out on speed. Other than that, stamina certainly leans towards Amphibian. In this case, with, defense being the next priority, so that would be the Toxic Affinity one. So this is actually really as close to a toss-up as we want to make it. Just kind of depends on whether or not I want to take advantage of more special attacks, which I don't think I do. I think I want to go with the more physical approach and just kind of build it that way. I also don't like the fact that I can't control when I'm attacked by a water move. So the glaring hole on this one is going to be the stamina, which is a bummer, but at the same time, that's part of the challenge. So I'm going with the female Saipat that I have, and I don't know. I feel pretty good about it overall. An hour, we were able to come away with a good FOMO, came away with a tough choice with Saipats, but overall we got some good ones. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm going to be doing a couple of these hour-long challenges just because the world of Temtem is an absolute grind, and it's really kind of fun to go chasing some of these guys down just because it's so clear and obvious even early on in the game which Tems are good, which Tems are bad. Whereas, usually in the Pokemon games, you have to wait until you beat the game, and then you find out your complete squad is complete crap, and you got to start all over again. So I'm really enjoying actually being smart about the Tems I'm catching while I'm playing the game. It's been really nice to have to do that, and that way I start to prepare for competitive too while I play, instead of just rushing through the game for no apparent reason. So appreciate it. If you like the stream, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Be doing quite a bit more of these. You can follow us at Redonkulous Gaming on Twitter. We also have a Facebook page. However, we rarely check it. So Twitter and YouTube, that's where you're going to find us. Till next time, guys. Thanks.